morning. Happy Election Day on Wake Up Charlotte to go. I'm Carolyn Bruck. Polls officially opened in North and South Carolina. We'll get into all that in just a few minutes. But first, we have to know what the weather will be like on this historic day. Larry Sprinkle is here. Larry, what's going on?
I'd tell you one great thing about the weather. There's no storms, no rain, no issues. Kind of chilly out there. We take a view of Rock Hill, South Carolina. This is the weather picture really across the entire area as we take a look. Not a cloud in the sky across the region this morning. Your Election Day forecast, we get you to about noon. We're at 59 degrees. A lot of folks like to vote around lunchtime at lunch break. Early afternoon, about 62 degrees at 2 o'clock. Around 4 today in the 60s. And right before election, the polls close between about 6 and 7. Temperatures will be in the mid-50s. Once again, it's a clear sky day. Tomorrow should be another beautiful day. Look for highs in the upper 60s, close to 70 on Thursday. And looking ahead at the end of the week and this upcoming weekend, very nice sunshine and about 70 or so, 72 degrees on Friday. We stay in the 70s from Saturday, Sunday, into Monday of next week. And that is your first one forecast this morning, Carolyn.
Well, Larry, thanks so much. Today is the big day. Polls opening all across the country for Election Day. According to the final NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, Joe Biden is leading President Trump by 10 points, 52 to 42%. Those are just polls, though. There's some big races to watch. The Senate races. Democrats have the chance to flip the Senate this election, but polls show the battle for the Senate is closer than the presidential election even. Both North and South Carolina playing roles in the spotlight for their Senate races. That includes South Carolina, where the polls say it's a toss-up between Senator Lindsey Graham and challenger Jaime Harrison. The two are neck and neck after record-shattering fundraising by the Harrison campaign. And then in North Carolina, the Senate race is the most expensive congressional race in U.S. history. Senator Thom Tillis running for re-election against Cal Cunningham. Cunningham's lead in the polls has narrowed in some recent weeks. That's after news of his affair broke. Well, Charlotte voters, you have 3 bond referendums on your ballot that could shape the future of the Queen City. They're for transportation, affordable housing, and neighborhood improvements like more greenways and bike lanes. You'll be voting on whether the city of Charlotte should borrow money for these projects. Officials in South Carolina say nearly 2,600 absentee ballots have been thrown out because of missing witness signatures. State Democrats say the back and forth over signature requirements has caused a lot of confusion for voters. People in South Carolina are not allowed to correct their issues with their ballot once it is rejected. Local businesses are already preparing for the possibility of protests over election results. In uptown Charlotte, several businesses have already boarded up their windows. CMPD says it has not received any information about a planned demonstration, but they do have a plan in place in case anything comes up. We know you have a lot of questions this morning. Rachel joining us now with some answers to those questions. People going to the polls and want to know what's up, Rachel.
And if anything doesn't get you in the election day mood, that music definitely will. And your questions are so important, and we want to make sure we get them answered for you. We have an entire team all day that is going to be answering them. So continue to text them to us, 704-329-3600. One question that I've seen several times, and even still this morning, is if I'm in line when the polls close, do I still get to vote? So important to know you have the legal right to vote. So if you are in line at closing time, make sure you stay in line and you cast your ballot. Others are bringing up some confusion, saying they have questions about their mail-in ballot and concerned about it being counted or not. So it has to be postmarked on or before today, Election Day. If it is, the Postal Service has until November 12th to get that ballot to the County Board of Elections in order for it to be counted. I do want to say, though, it is recommended since today is Election Day, if you haven't already mailed it and haven't already postmarked it, to go ahead and drop it off in person at your County Board of Elections by 5 p.m. to eliminate any concerns of it arriving on time. So what about bringing in your phone to the voting booth? Good question. You can bring your phone. There are some restrictions. You can use it to look up information, to keep track of your choices. You just can't call, you can't text, email, and of course, you know, it is illegal to take a selfie with your ballot in North Carolina. Another question here about what you are allowed to wear. Can you wear campaign shirts and hats? So you can wear your Trump hat, you can wear your Biden shirt, but it cannot be distracting or intimidating to voters. So if poll workers feel it is such, they may ask you to change. So know that before you go and be prepared ahead of heading to your polls today on Election Day. I'll send it back to you guys.
Rachel, thanks so much. And we are helping you stay informed tonight with all the latest information. All you need to do is text the word results to 704-329-3600, and then we'll send you all the election results that have come in so far. We're going to be continuing our live election coverage all day long, so make sure you stay with WCNC Charlotte for all your election results. We are starting also bright and early tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. with everything you need to know. Happy Election Day.